Boy, as we were out there at the Cherry Creek Arts Festival yesterday, we were just kind of waiting. It seemed like the clouds were brewing, everything was brewing, it was humid out there, but Chris, nothing came of that, and maybe the same today?
You know, it's tough to say. We're going to look at a few graphs here. We'll talk about that in your forecast here. Let's start off with wind speeds. We're light across the state this morning. A few places a little breezy. Ray and Akron, for instance, Grand Junction and Montrose. Wind speeds above 10 miles per hour. 40s and 50s in the high country, 50s and 60s for all of our lower elevations. 62 in Ogallala, 47 in Del Norte, 44 in Craig, and 58 in Parker, to name just a few of our area cities. It's also 58 at Richard Harvey's house in the Lowry part of Denver, 61 at Diane's place out there northwest of Brush. All right, so for forecasting today, we have one of the main ingredients we need for storms. That is low-level moisture here. Dew points show that, 50s and 60s. It's just a matter of how the atmosphere evolves as we go through time. Yesterday, about noon, look at this, a good line of storms approaching the city, and right as they came over the 25 corridor, they just kind of fell apart. And that's because as the afternoon wore on, the upper levels actually warmed a bit and created a cap in the atmosphere. So as storms built up, they hit that cap and stopped. And so we did not see much storm activity here in the city. Today, we do have moisture in place. We have some moisture out there now and some cloud cover. Sun is up, so we'll see how this atmosphere evolves through time. We do think there's going to be some showers and thunderstorms. They'll develop over the higher terrain and then roll off to the north and the east. Any storm that develops could have locally heavy rain and some hail potentially. The best chance for that to happen would be here across northeastern Colorado from Denver out on the I-76 corridor for the most part. Severe storms simply mean your hail has reached 1-inch diameter, winds hit 58 miles per hour or better, or a tornado or funnel cloud was spotted. Any of those three can trigger a severe thunderstorm warning. 80s today on the eastern plains. A few places will be near 90. 60s and 70s in the high country. Very pleasant up there. 80s to low 90s out on the western slope of Colorado. Looking ahead, high pressure is going to really take control this week, and that means we are going to heat up, and you can see that here in the 5-day forecast. So 80s for the most part for the next few days, Joel, with occasional chances for thunderstorms. As we get to the end of the week, we're going to roll into the low 90s. So we are seeing a warming trend on the way. And I have a little analogy for you with thunderstorms each afternoon. If you bake, you know how you can bake a cake same way 2 times in a row. One time it rises all nice and perfect. Next time the middle's kind of sunk in and you're like, what happened? That's kind of how the atmosphere is. Some days it just comes together, and other days it doesn't. So
It's better to err on the side of caution, too.
I think so.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Sure.